Workshop! Another Friday!
One more Friday.
Welcome to Friday Workshop, where we
make things, build things, and do whatever we do in the workshop.
workshop awesomeness. And this week we are doing
A cutting board, and since we're doing cutting board, we're doing something special with this cutting board.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a versus challenge.
versus Dad versus
Dom.
Alright, we're gonna each make a simple cutting board that anyone can make in a shop, right? For the most part, right? And we're gonna put our designs up against each other and just go for broke on something just simple, just something easy. A cutting board that you would love to have in your house.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's go get the materials.
Let's do it.
Like it won't work. Sounds good. I think I'm gonna make mine out of this one, and then we'll have scrap wood left over. So, here we go. Let's see. So, I got multiple leathers I can choose from. I can choose light, darker, or right in between. I think maybe the darker, since my wood's probably gonna be very light. So that's what I'm gonna be using for my cutting board.
What are you going to use it for on the cutting board?
You'll see.
Alright, so now we've got our materials.
Yeah.
And so what are we gonna do now?
Now we're gonna go ahead and draw our design so we can show you what we're gonna do.
Alright, versus challenge. Normally I don't draw the designs. You have a great advantage over me on this.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Alright, here we go.
Here we go. And we're done!
Yeah, we completed our designs.
We have. Who do you want to go first?
Would you like to start us off, Dad?
Sure, why not? So I am doing a simple vertical pattern. So I've got a 1x6, a 1x3, and two 1x1s. So I've got a cherry 1x6, I've got a walnut 1x1, I've got a hickory 1x1, and a cherry 1x3. So I'm going to surround them with cherry, hickory, and walnut. I drew the color right here. I drew it in color. Yeah, trying to earn points with the viewers. So mine is going to be 460 millimeters tall and 240 millimeters wide. So that's what mine's going to be.
I have my design right here. I'm gonna have this side be 290 millimeters and this side be 185 millimeters. I'm also gonna put this leather strap right here. I'm gonna loop it in with the hole, and
Ooh, going fancy. I like it.
I'm gonna be rounding all the edges, and yeah, that is my design.
Well, without further ado,
Here we go.
here we go.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and mark this at 290. Here we go. Alright, so that is where I'm gonna be cutting right on this line. And that is my cut, so here we go.
Leave both hands on top. Yep. Perfect.
Wait, so we're down. Is it lined up?
Yep. Both hands on top. Don't take them off till the blade stops.
Here we go. Is that good angle, right?
Yep. Right. All right. What you doing, Dom?
Right now I am marking out for where the corners are gonna be located. So I can sand them down and see exactly where they are.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, don't bite her as you get close to that line. The closer you stay to the center, it's easier.
Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and use the drill press to make a hole in my cutting board, and I'm going to be using this 38mm Forstner bit, so here we go. Alright, so this is the hole that I got, and I think it looks really good. So I kind of go like. So on to the next part. Hey Dad, 120 is already on the Orville sander, right?
What?
120 is already on the Orville sander.
Yes.
Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and sand my cutting board. I'm gonna use a 120 grit, then I'm gonna use a 220 grit. So here we go.
Line up the holes. Big holes. Yep, push hard down. Yep.
Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down. So here we go. Hey Dad, what are you doing?
Well, when I glue up things, I like to use the pipes here. And it just kind of keeps them flat. The smallest surface area that they can be on and they can balance on, it keeps these things way flatter. So I like a round thing to put any project that I'm on, that I'm gluing up. So if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put the stickers up. All right. That's all right, so these edges are a little rough, so I'm going to clean those up on the bandsaw.
Alright, so now Dad's gonna go ahead and sand this down with the belt sander. So here we go.
All right, so what I did was I broke the edges with a chamfer bit, which is a 45-degree angle, and I did all of the end grains first, and then I do the long grain second, because if you do that end grain, you have a chance to tear out, so you want to get that done before you do the long grain. And so then I'm going to come back up with the 220 and finish up, and then finish up those edges, and then I'll finish up everything by hand.
Alright, so here we go. Here we go.
All right, so now it's time for hand sanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sweating. It is warm here.
I know, right? That's why I got a water break earlier.
Yeah, you should get another one while I hand sand here.
Alright, see ya.
Hey!
Yeah.
What part are we at right now?
We are at Mineral Spirits! And the crowd goes wild.
This is a fantastic part. We love this because it was really pops the board, helps us make sure we, is there any glue stains? What is it going to look like when it's finished? Is there anything else we need to do? And we also get to see what it looks like when it's finished. So we love it.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yep.
Your board's in there. Oh my god, look at that.
I see why it's called poplar, because it pops.
Oh! I think your design is going to be very popular with the audience. What do you think?
Yeah, it'll be very popular.
All right, so Dom was wearing black-handled gloves and the black got all over it.
It was so weird.
So he sanded all that off with 220. And because the water pop, his looks way flatter than mine.
Yeah.
So after the mineral spirits pop, I sanded mine down with 220. We're gonna hit him again with mineral spirits. Just what happens was when we get it wet, those grains pop up, those little fuzzies, and you can sand it down again once more with 220, and it gets it really, really flat. So I'm gonna do one other thing, and that's the Ramsay Trick with the paper bag, and then I'm gonna call mine good.
Alright, so now we're going to be using some food grade mineral oil. We're going to go ahead and fill up this tub a bit. Then we're going to put in my thing and soak it for a couple hours. So here we go. So here we go. Slowly, gently put it in the food safe mineral oil. Oh, it's floating. There we go. And now we'll just let it sit for a couple of hours. And then it will be done.
All right. Pull yours out.
All right, let's do this. Pull it out. Okay. Where did I put the board?
There. We'll just let it drip dry in there.
So I'll bring you guys right over here. So this is what it looks like.
That's what it looks like, and then mine is in the
Bottom.
in the oil right now.
Yep. This one's gonna drip dry till it's done. So here we go. All right. So this one has been drip drying for a while. I think it's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the finishing station. Wow. Wow, that is beautiful.
That turned out great, didn't it?
So that one's gonna drip dry here, and then it will also be in the finishing station.
Hey, there's our cutting boards!
Okay.
Woohoo! We have this butcher block conditioner. It's basically a mineral oil, but it also has like beeswax in it, and so it's really good. I'm gonna buff it on mine. I think you're gonna buff it on yours, and then we're gonna be done. Except you want to tie the leather on yours after. So that's what we're gonna do.
So here we go.
Normally I like quarter ounce steel wool for this.
Alright, so now I have the leather strap on. So this is what it looks like. This is what my board looks like. So let's go ahead and head on into the outro. Here we go.
Friday workshop!
Friday workshop.
Whoa! This is cool.
Yeah.
That's my board.
This is mine.
Yeah, simple. I went to Home Depot and I had them cut the lengths for me, so I didn't even have to cut the board.
Yeah. And I have a special surprise.
What's that?
I didn't make one cutting board. I didn't make two cutting boards. I made 3 cutting boards. Yeah. And the total price for all of these together is $15, being $5 a board. So then, how much was your board?
My board was like $30. It's really nice wood though. But yeah. You $5 a board?
Yeah, and including leather.
Oh God. All right, so you win. You win. All right. Well, this was Friday Workshop. If you like this sort of thing, like and subscribe, please. And we do this sort of thing pretty much every week.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and if you really want to, you can say who you think won in the comments.
Yeah. Who made the better cutting board?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
just say cutting boards.
Yeah. Well, until next week.
See ya.
See ya.